The Red Sea continues to be on the boil. The US carried out its fifth strike against the Houthis, but that isn't deterring the Yemen-based rebel group, a fact which even the Biden administration is acknowledging now. The Houthis have struck yet another US ship in the Red Sea. The US president has acknowledged that the American and British bombardment is yet to stop the Houthi attacks on vessels. But despite that, he says the strikes will continue on the rebel group. Now, the Houthis, who are backed by Iran, claim to have achieved a successful hit on the US-owned tanker ship. The US military says that 2 anti-ship ballistic missiles were fired at the MV Chem Ranger tanker ship, but the missiles impacted the water near the ship. There were no reported injuries or damage. Now, earlier in the counter-strike, the US Navy's FA-18 fighter aircraft destroyed 2 Houthi anti-ship missiles. As per the US Central Command, the destroyed missiles were aimed at the southern Red Sea and were in full readiness for launch. The US, along with the UK, has been launching strikes against the Houthis, but the rebel group says it will continue the Red Sea attacks till the time Israel does not stop its assault on Gaza. Now, US President Joe Biden has said that the collaborative strikes against the Houthis will continue, even though it has not yet deterred the rebel group from targeting commercial and military vessels. The Biden administration, which relisted the rebel group under specially designated global terrorists, the US Pentagon also said that the deterrence has not immediately stopped the Houthi aggression, but has definitely lowered the frequency.
The end goal is for these attacks to stop, for us to deter Houthi strikes, again, from commercial shipping that has been transiting the Red Sea for many, many decades and should be allowed to continue freely without harassment or without fear of bombardment from Houthi-controlled areas in Yemen.
The vice president of Yemen's internationally recognized government says that airstrikes alone can't deter the Houthis and a ground offensive is necessary. Idris al-Zubaydi heads the secessionist Southern Transitional Council, which wants to split the country back in two, reversing its 1990 unification. He says a Saudi-led military intervention launched in support of the government in 2015, which also involved airstrikes, had been insufficient to deter the Houthis.